Before we begin, a quick note. This video is for education, not medical advice. If you have joint disease, circulation problems, diabetes, kidney or liver disease, or take blood thinners, steroids, or vitamin A supplements, talk with your clinician before making changes. With that said, if you're over 60 and noticing puffy ankles after a long day, stiffness in your knees when you first stand up, or that strange pins and needles feeling in your calves, there's a good chance your collagen network needs support. Collagen is the scaffolding that holds us together. Tendons, ligaments, cartilage, blood vessel walls, even the skin that keeps fluid where it belongs. We all make less of it with age. Production slows steadily from midlife onward, and chronic stress, smoking, high-sugar, ultra-processed diets, and inactivity accelerate the slide. The goal isn't to swallow magic fixes, but to give your body the raw materials and the conditions to rebuild. That means adequate protein, vitamin C to assemble collagen fibers, minerals like copper and zinc that act as tiny tools, omega-3 fats to calm inflammation, and smart movement to stimulate tissue turnover. When you put those pieces together consistently, the body responds, joints feel better lubricated, legs feel steadier beneath you, and swelling eases because vessels and connective tissues can do their jobs. Let's start with something humble that works quietly in the background: plain, unflavored gelatin. Think of gelatin as collagen that's already been gently unwound into shorter chains, rich in glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, the exact amino acids your body uses to build new collagen. Because it's partially broken down, it's easy to digest even if stomach acid is lower with age. A simple routine, about 1 tablespoon in warm water, stirred into tea or coffee, or whisked into a small bowl of yogurt, can help you meet your daily protein needs without feeling heavy. What I like most is how versatile it is. You can bloom it in a little cold water and then dissolve it into soups or stews, or make a quick fruit gel with real berries and a squeeze of lemon instead of neon powders full of dyes and artificial sweeteners. Gelatin won't erase severe arthritis, but as part of a daily pattern, it supports the matrix that holds joints and skin together. If you're sensitive to animal products, there are marine collagen options as well, but for many people, grocery store gelatin is an affordable, practical start. From there, let's move to an underrated powerhouse: sardines. They come with the skin and bones intact, precisely the parts richest in type 1 and type 3 collagen, calcium, and trace minerals. So you're getting more than just muscle protein. Sardines also bring omega-3 fats that help quiet the inflammatory signals involved in joint soreness and vascular stiffness. People often worry about mercury. Small, short-lived fish like sardines tend to be very low in it compared to large predatory fish, which is one reason clinicians often recommend them. A couple of servings a week is a realistic target. If the aroma puts you off, try a simple upgrade. Drain, splash with lemon, add chopped parsley and tomato, and pile onto whole grain toast. Or tuck them into a warm tomato garlic sauce and spoon over pasta or zucchini noodles. Choose versions packed in olive oil rather than seed oils, which oxidize more readily with heat and time. If you watch your blood pressure, rinse them briefly to reduce surface sodium and balance the meal with potassium-rich sides like arugula, avocado, or citrus. Bright, ripe papaya seems like a dessert, but it earns a place in a collagen-friendly plan because of 2 things: vitamin C, which your body absolutely needs to cross-link and stabilize new collagen fibers, and natural proteolytic enzymes that help you break protein down into absorbable pieces. As digestion slows a little with age, getting more from each bite matters. A small bowl of papaya in the morning on an otherwise empty stomach lets those enzymes work unhurried, and pairing it with a protein later in the meal supports steady blood sugar. If papaya isn't available, kiwi, guava, citrus, and strawberries are also excellent vitamin C sources. The key idea is simple. Your body can't build strong collagen from amino acids alone. It needs vitamin C present at the same time to act as a cofactor, so weaving fruit and vegetables into protein-rich meals is more than just colorful. It's biochemistry. Now for a food many of us spent years peeling off and discarding: chicken skin. Prepared thoughtfully, it's a concentrated natural source of type 1 collagen and elastin. The preparation matters. High-heat deep frying creates compounds that aren't friendly to joints or vessels, so skip the fryer and opt for slow roasting or gentle braising with skin-on cuts. Even better, let those skin-on bones and joints do double duty by simmering them into stock. When you cool a well-made broth and it wobbles like jelly, that's a visible sign of gelatinized collagen. Take a moment to skim excess fat if you're managing cholesterol, but don't fear all of it. In reasonable amounts, it helps you absorb fat-soluble nutrients. If you love crispy textures, roast a skin-on thigh on a rack so fat drips away, then chop the crisped skin into small pieces and scatter it over a bed of greens with lemon and herbs. The portions can be modest. The point is to include collagen-rich parts, not to build a diet around fried skin. That naturally brings us to bone broth, perhaps the most traditional way humans have extracted nutrition from an animal. You don't need fancy gadgets, a pot, water, a splash of apple cider vinegar to help pull minerals from the bones, and time. Combining meaty bones with joints, knuckles, and cartilage releases a spectrum of collagen types, along with glycosaminoglycans like glucosamine and chondroitin that support the slippery cushion of cartilage. Let it simmer gently, not a furious boil, for many hours. Strain, cool, and you've made a base you can sip warm in the morning, use in soups, or reduce into a richer, savory base for sauces. For those watching sodium, season lightly during cooking and salt to taste by the cup. For those watching purines due to gout, keep portions conservative and balance broth days with plant-forward meals. If you prefer fish, a quick fish frame broth made from heads and bones yields collagen with a delicate flavor in a fraction of the time. Finally, a controversial but deeply nutrient-dense food: liver. You only need small amounts to get meaningful quantities of vitamin A, retinol, copper, zinc, B vitamins, and glycine, nutrients your body uses to assemble and maintain collagen and to support the enzymes that remodel tissues. Because retinol is potent, moderation is important. For most older adults without specific medical restrictions, 1 to 2 ounces once a week is plenty. If the flavor is too intense, blend a cooked ounce into chili or bolognese, or spread a thin layer of pâté with lemon on whole grain toast and treat it like a garnish. If you take a multivitamin that already includes high-dose vitamin A, a few cautions keep this plan safe. If you have advanced kidney disease, ask your clinician about total protein goals and whether collagen supplements fit your plan. If you manage blood pressure, be mindful of the sodium content of canned fish and commercial broths. Rinse fish, make broth at home, and season thoughtfully. If you have gout, keep collagen-rich broths and organ meats to small portions and emphasize hydration and vegetables on broth days. If you take warfarin, keep your intake of vitamin K-rich leafy greens consistent from day to day rather than swinging wildly. If you're allergic to fish or shellfish, avoid marine collagen and sardines and lean more on poultry broth and plant foods that support collagen indirectly through vitamin C, copper, and zinc. And finally, remember that supplements can help when appetite is low, but they're not required. Real foods usually bring the best mix of nutrients and are easier to sustain. So, if you're over 60 and tired of aching steps or swollen ankles, think of this not as a strict diet, but as a gentle renovation. Give your body the bricks, amino acids from gelatin, broth, chicken skin, and sardines. The mortar, vitamin C from papaya and other fruits. The tools, minerals and glycine from liver and seafood. And the blueprint, steady movement, sleep, and hydration. Shift away from ultra-processed foods that spike blood sugar and stoke inflammation. Cook simply and often. Over weeks, most people notice steadier joints, fewer nighttime cramps, and legs that feel more reliable. That change doesn't come from any single food, it comes from the rhythm you create. If you've tried any of these already, pay attention to what your body tells you, keep what works, and adjust what doesn't. Stronger joints, calmer swelling, better balance, those are realistic goals when you nourish the collagen network that supports you every step of the way.